Enjoy your visit. Thank you. Bye, Mike. Thank you.
Okay. See you. Take care, darling. Oh, I know.
That old stuff.
Mind me, please. Hey there, how are you? Everything's 50% off.
As I mentioned in previous videos, I'm looking into more media at different estate sales and yard sales, and I came across these CDs on top of this bookshelf/entertainment center. I went ahead and took the time, looked through all of them, but unfortunately there was nothing for me.
The black paper. They didn't really have much of a view, do they? A big coast and a parking lot.
Out of the corner of my eye, on top of the headboard, I noticed a remote. Yes, that's right. You know me and remotes. Unfortunately, this remote belonged to the fan that was over my head, so I wouldn't be able to buy this remote without buying that fan. So I had to leave it behind.
I know it is.
Get out of your way.
We were in there. Sorry, Jeremy. Slacks are 10, dresses are 10, t-shirts are 3.
Oh, this is heavy. Good. Exciting time. Good. All right.
Has it been an easier day?
Hey, Len, won't you plug one of the chicken fingers in the whip?
What's your concept over here? You want me to show you how it's done?
No. I've seen it too many times.
Yeah, just, yeah. Here, I'm gonna go on.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
All right, don't tell me to hurry up, so.
That estate sale was tiny. It was the smallest estate sale that I've ever been to, and I couldn't tell exactly who lived there because it felt like it 1 was an Airbnb, 2 it was an apartment, 3 it was a condo, 4 it was a vacation home. I couldn't really get a vibe, and normally I get a good vibe when I go to estate sales as to what's going on. I initially got to the complex looking for parking, and this was a part of a large, rather condominium complex, which was multi-story. And across the street was a very large school parking lot. Now, granted, this is on a Saturday, so the school is not in session. But there was a person on a golf cart monitoring the entrance of this parking lot of this school because nobody from the estate sale was allowed to park there, and they made sure that they told everybody that drove in and chased them down on the golf cart. It was actually quite hysterical. So I found some street parking and I walked into the sale itself. It had a decent amount of people in it. They were in and out. And I walk in and I see those remote controls in that washer dryer room. So I always look up remote controls. You know me and remote controls. And then I went into that first what appeared to be a guest bedroom. It had CDs. It had Visit Orlando, Visit Florida booklets. So this is where I thought, oh, maybe this is like a vacation home that somebody's selling, that they sold part-time or rented it out. So that was my first idea, because a lot of the music it didn't fall under the same genres. It was kind of a little bit all over the place. I went through all the CDs, as I've mentioned in previous videos. Lately, I've been looking into more media besides DVDs, because I find that to be an easy bread and butter item to sell, and I really enjoy it. I went through that. I saw that remote that belonged to the fan. I was really hopeful because, you know, me and remotes, again, I will continue to look up remotes, especially when you sell remotes for over $100. I went through the sale. I went into the kitchen / living room / dining room. There was one giant space. And I just got vibes of like I walked into like a furniture store, and that's what they had gone in and bought and put in. It didn't feel like it was a personal taste. So this is where I really got that like vacation home vibe kind of deal. And I was looking through the different decorative items because it really didn't seem personal, so there wasn't a lot of value to it as far as flipping. Now granted, I don't really ship extremely large or lamp-sized items, so a lot of the items I passed up. And this was the third day of the sale, and if you go back into the video, there was a ton of stuff that was just still there. The price points were decently good, but it doesn't look like anybody really picked up anything because it didn't appeal to too many people. It seemed like a vacation home. I went into that back bedroom on the left, and that's where I got a different vibe, and this is what kind of threw me off, was that the closet in the bedroom was filled with all different personal clothing. So that's where, and shoes, and that's where my vibe started to flip. Like maybe this person had a second home here and decided to temporarily or full-time move into it. Who knew? All the furniture matched through the whole house. It was kind of weird. I went through the restroom. They didn't have anything in there. Yeah, sometimes you find sealed soaps and sealed shampoos that they no longer are in production, and people will pay up for that. I went through the closet a little bit. I went through the side tables. I really wasn't finding anything as far as reselling or flipping. I had gone out back into the living room. I went into the kitchen, and it just, I don't know. It was different this time. There was really nothing as far as reselling appealing as far as the genres that I choose to buy that I found. And with reselling, you should always know you're not gonna find something every time you go to an estate sale. That's the truth. And a lot of the times you're going to 2 or 3 maybe in a day. I happen to just hit this one in this day where you're not gonna find anything. And that's perfectly okay, because you gotta keep looking forward. You never know what you might find, and when you do, it makes it even more worth it. And that is what the best part about this is not only making that profit, but also kind of finding the treasure in the treasure hunt. Because if finding treasure was easy, I don't know how many people would easily catch on to it and do it, because then it would be widespread pandemonium. It's fun to dig and look through different things, but not give up. So that's what I always gonna say. So even if you don't find anything like I did at that sale, never stop going. Keep looking, keep pushing, keep treasure hunting. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to click that like button. If you saw anything at that small estate sale that I missed, please be sure to leave it in the comments. And if you had any questions, also leave them down there as well. If you really enjoyed today's video, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And as always, my name's Tom, and this has been TRB Collectibles.